right, we're fucking rolling. All right, man. Well, I'm really glad to have you in tonight. I'm
glad to be here.
I was excited to talk to you a little bit after we started talking about it initially, with all your gardening stuff and all the videos you were talking about, and now you got this this new free flowing idea. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, when you told me about it, it caught me off guard. I just wasn't expecting it, but now I'm really excited to talk to you about it, and I'm really excited to hear your input with it.
Well, you know, I write down all my stupid ideas like in notebooks, and I just have tons of notepads full of ideas, and I've been like thinking like, what am I doing, a book? Or and then I started doing the gardening podcast, but then it's like my ideas don't match all the gardening stuff, so it's like I needed another outlet. So I don't know how many channels I'm gonna have to open up to get them all out there, but you know, this is start somewhere. So you know,
dude, I mean, most people don't even try. So if you just keep trying different stuff, you know, and you keep going, something's gonna work. And this particular one, Bedhead Jeff, is that what we're calling it?
That's
it, Bedhead Jeff on YouTube. Its direction, dude, was like really surprising. Like I said, I just wasn't expecting it, and it's actually kind of inspiring. The fact that you're even attempting to do something so simple but so impactful, or potentially impactful. You know, when you showed me that, well, I think it might have been your first video. How long are those videos?
I try and do shorts because I know people's attention span is just that.
Yeah.
But you know, like if I need to do a longer one, then I do it as long as it needs to be. So I got some that are like 20 seconds and some that are 4 minutes. So you know, it's usually just enough to get my thought across. And I just basically like, I don't know, I'm a big screw up. Like I a horrible person that like did everything wrong, and you know, like treated people like crap, and had no respect for myself, and lived life like every normal person that is doing that right now, you know, like just not respecting the earth, not respecting people, and then the biggest one, not respecting myself, you know, like I said. So it's just like when that happens and you finally become conscious of it, and then it's like, and then you go through that journey to fix it, right? It's like it's so long, it's so there's so many different steps and so many different pieces involved in it. So like trying to like tell somebody like, well, this is the path to fix yourself, but like I can definitely tell you, like, this thing stuck in my head, this changed me, like this little thing made life so much better for me, or it opened my eyes and made me more conscious, or you know, just whatever it is. And then it's like, so I'll bring that to each day and just say, hey, try this today. I did this on my journey, and then because I'm preaching it, you know, I gotta go step in and do it that day too.
Yeah, you have to be about it,
right? So I'm always trying to, whatever I'm saying, I'm trying to do that day, even though I've already kind of done it. So it's a lot easier for me than like somebody who's like hearing a guy on YouTube say, hey, you know, go be nice to your neighbor today and say hello to him. And it's like, yeah, screw this guy. But no, like really, it's not that big a deal to go say hi to your neighbor and, you know, not be a butthead that day or whatever. So
yeah. The one thing, well, the couple things, like the process that you're talking about, man, because it's also something I've been really trying to work on as well. You know, it's complex, dude. It's very complex, and like you said, no one person's path is going to be the same as the next. All you can do is offer, you know, the advice that you can. Also, too, one other thing I've learned a little bit about this path is like when you offer those pieces of advice, you know, that person may or may not be in the right time to be able to accept that advice correctly. You know what I mean? They may not be ready to make that choice. It might not be their time for it, and it's kind of hard to accept because you always want better for people. But I've had to learn to accept that there's a time for everything, and unfortunately, everybody learns at different paces. You know, but I still think it's incredible. I still think it's incredible that you made the audible choice to go down this path. You know.
Well, Jessup Gardens, that's my like gardening channel. I did a thing on there called Share Your Fruit. And that was my first time ever like being in front of the camera and not just filming my gardens and stuff, but I had something to say. That's what I said. That was when I said, like, I got to open something else, because maybe the garden people don't want to hear this, but I made it work because it's called Share Your Fruit, and it's just like very simple. You know, you are a fruit tree, and there's going to be some passersby that well, just let's start out with every fruit, right? Like some people love it, and some people hate it. Like, you know, some people might get this like mass nutrition from it, like it saved their life. Thank God I had this piece of fruit today. And other people might be allergic to it and like literally like end up in the hospital from eating it, maybe die. Okay, so that's how dangerous fruit can be. Like it could be like save your life or kill you. It's one or the other, right? And it depends on who it is. Well, I feel like advice is that way. So when you're trying to share your fruit with somebody, the passerby that is like maybe starving for your knowledge, or maybe they're allergic to your tree that day. So, and it could be that day. Like, I mean, the next day they could be like, you know, you were trying to talk to me about something and I didn't listen, but man, I'm curious about what you had to say because that one word you said, you know, sparked my curiosity. But yeah, like, so, you know, if they're allergic to it or if it's like leaves a bad taste in their mouth, don't share your fruit with that person. Like, it's okay to just say like, have a wonderful day and thank you for, you know, enjoying the shade of my tree and maybe not all of my fruit. Right.
That's profound.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, that's where I just like literally was like, man, I need to show people how to share their fruit because we all have a knowledge. Like we're all built just a little different and it's so intentional. Like, and like my whole thing is world peace, which I am like, I try not to get laughed at too bad, but I always say like if somebody laughs at me, I got them smiling, and if I can get the haters smiling, then I'm halfway to world peace. So, but yeah, if you are basically trying to share your fruit and get these people on board with you, you can't get lost in like the people that don't want to hear it, you know, or the people that just aren't ready to hear it, you know. So I mean, gosh, there's so many people that are okay being normal.
And yeah, I was gonna say not getting lost in the fuck ups in your process is so. I mean, at least for me, it's incredibly hard not to, you know, immerse yourself in those thoughts because you want only good things to come of it, right?
Yep.
And yeah, it's hard to weed through the shit. You know, it's hard to not pay attention to the things that don't work out.
Yeah.
Because just like you know, I always want my message to, you know, quote unquote, save a life. You know, that's the idea, right? Save a life, create some peace, spread the love, whatever the case may be. You always want that, but it's an uphill battle. Yeah. That's what I always say about, you know, what we're trying to accomplish here is I'm fighting a fight that not a lot of people really want to hear in the exact moments that I have to say it. But that's okay.
Well, you know, like I was just saying, my whole goal was world peace. Well, like as I'm trying to figure out like what is that, you know, and like how do we get to that, I'm coming to more of a realization that we were so lost in this thought of it's like world peace means that everybody's on the same page and everybody does the same thing and everybody likes each other perfectly. And how about if everybody just had self-peace? What if everybody was okay with themselves, that they didn't have to judge other people and they didn't have to make other people feel bad and they could just live lives and be happy and be joyful and spread love instead? Well,
at least
wouldn't
just a
that
little
sort
bit.
of be world peace?
Yeah.
If everybody could achieve that, of course. So it's like, but you know, we're so critical. I mean, you know, sometimes you want to kick and scream and cry because you lost a loved one, or you know, like you lost your job, or you know, something, you know, your truck caught on fire. I don't know, something stupid happened, you know. So it's like you never know what life is going to throw at you that day, and then, you know, once that is over and you're done kicking and screaming and it's time to, you know, get back up and dust yourself off and go again, you know. It's like hopefully you got some good people around you to pick you back up, and if you see somebody who's trying to dust themselves off and they're all alone, man, grab them and stand next to them, you know.
Yeah, dude, I found that to be, you know, it's one of the more heavy things that I try to pay attention to is just not so much that I'm putting myself out on the burner, but I try to make sure that, you know, my surroundings are taken care of too, because of how important that is to me personally. You know, it's like you said, it's so crucial to have a good surrounding that can make or break, you know, anything you're trying to accomplish if you let it. So
and be conscious of where you're at. You know, I think we're all put exactly where we need to be. There's rhythms that were just set into this planet and into humanity that are just like there's a flow to it that is just so sweet, and we're actually like kind of fighting it all the time, like because we want to like control stuff, and it's like instead of just like enjoying nature and enjoying the fact that like all of our needs are taken care of. Like you could literally go out in the forest and have shelter and food and all of your needs met, and live, and you know, you could, if you got a girl that was down to do that, you could have babies, and those kids would know how to do that, and they would find another crazy person out there that did it and have babies, and you know, you have a tribe eventually, you know. So it's like the nature takes care of itself. So it's like you don't need a city, or you know, but you do need a village.
Yeah. Oh wow, damn. Yeah, I mean, I find that people, whether they're ignored or not, we all have those instincts and those needs that you're talking about. Kind of, like I said, most people just ignore it, or they don't necessarily realize of them until the process has started. Like, for example, just going to the lake, putting your feet on natural ground, you know, being surrounded by trees. These things, they ignite, you know, the spirit that's really within us, that really encourages you to want to be like, this is true fucking peace. And it goes farther if you let it, like you said. And that everything, I mean, it's all that whole process it's difficult though, and it's learning. You know, all the stuff we have here it's easy. That's what the catch is the city is easy, and people are willing to pay for that.
That's it. I mean, I know we're doing a podcast right now, and we're hoping people will listen to it. And I, you know, I'm promoting YouTube channels, and I'm hoping people are going to listen to them.
Well, they're going to listen.
I try and get people to turn everything off. I try and get people to understand what peace is by understanding what peace and quiet means, because it's the oldest saying in the book, and like it was so hard. I got blessed with this beautiful car, and it's amazing, and it gets me everywhere I need to be. It's got air conditioning. It's got all these fancy things, heated seats. And one day God just said, like, you need peace and quiet in your life. And that's who I blame everything on, is God. So good, bad, all of it, it's him. So that's where I stand. But anyway, he just told me one day, he's like, hey, you're just filled with noise, and I need you to hear like some direction, because I need you to do some things. You're lost in the noise. And he turned my radio off in my car. And I mean, like, I tried everything, like going to the dealership, like, help me, like this stupid radio won't turn on. They're like, try listening to your phone, and like, and so then like I tried listening to my phone got all quiet. Like I would, like, I'd turn on the radio and it would like go quiet. I turned on like a podcast and I couldn't hear it over the like engine, and I'm like, are you serious? Like
nothing's
my
working.
phone blast, like my phone's so loud, but it would not be loud in my car. And so it was clearly just you know, divine intervention. It made sure that I could not hear anything but my own thoughts in this car. So, and I had 30 minutes to work and 30 minutes home each day.
That's a lot.
And then, you know, everywhere else I go during the day, you know, but at least an hour every single day, 5 days a week, I'm stuck in this car in my own head, quiet, and it's just nothing but quiet. And at first it was like, I guess I'm singing. So like I'm singing to myself and just whatever songs come into my head. And then I just started getting into these thoughts, and I started, you know, talking to God on the way to work. Hey, you know, like, what do you want me to know?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to see? And, you know, like, open my eyes, and like, you start asking, be careful, because he'll do it. Like, he'll start opening your eyes, and he'll show you some things that maybe he'll only show you what you're ready for, but like, you know, be prepared, like, you know, because you might be unconscious, and you just sort of like wake up, and it's bam, I'm here, and I'm seeing all this stuff differently. Like, I'm seeing the world differently. I was seeing like everything that was being told to me, and then all of a sudden I'm just seeing what's around me. I'm seeing what's real, and I'm only judging facts and truth.
which is hugely important, by the way.
You're just like, oh my gosh, like I thought they were telling me this was happening.
Yeah.
I thought that these people are bad.
Yeah.
I thought that we're not supposed to like that. I thought I'm not supposed to react this way. Gosh, I'm a man. Don't cry. I mean, just anything like that I've been told my entire life, man. I just started waking up and going like, no.
You start making choices based on your knowledge
and like
your
who
facts.
who I am, man, and like and you don't know who you are. Like I guarantee you, like I started doing some things that just like writing some things down and like challenging myself to some new ideas on what life really is and like what's holding me back. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us say money.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a good start.
If I was just a millionaire,
oh, everything would be fixed, right? That's what we all say.
well, like
If I just had money, everything would be fixed.
hey, it's coming, y'all. Like I mean, it's already like been wrote, so it's coming. But like, hey, I'm gonna make y'all a millionaire on my podcast. I don't have any millions to give you, but I'm gonna let you conceptualize it, and I'm gonna let you write it down, and I'm gonna let you come up with all the ideas on what you would do if you were a millionaire. Because I've already done it. Like that was part of my journey. Was like writing down. I just won $10 million today. What am I gonna do?
Right.
Like I mean, like today. Like the guy just gave me a check for $10 million. I've got to go. Like I got to cash it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's my plan?
There's your first problem.
Especially if you're poor, you have no idea what to do with money. So it's scary. It's like, oh, well, I guess I better invest, right? Like, or I'm gonna start opening up bank accounts. Oh, I know I can only have so much money in each bank account. Okay, so like I'm gonna open a bunch of bank accounts, get a bunch of interest, and I'll only spend the interest. I'll live for the rest of my life, like I'm living now.
That's what we think.
Well, if you think that that's okay, are you a bit greedy? Today was wealth distribution. So, like, do you think that billionaires are greedy because they stack their money away and live off of their interest?
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
those evil billionaires. Wait a minute. Shoot, I just wrote a list, and that's exactly what I said. I said I would be just like them. I would just go stack it away and
Funny how that works, huh?
yeah, like I'm gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I mean, mainly I just want to make sure I'm taken care of for the rest of my life.
Basically what you said.
And you know what would be nice? I'm probably gonna take care of my family for the rest of my life. So ooh, I better save a little more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Before I know it, I don't got no money to give away to anybody. I don't have anything. And so today I just challenge people like, hey, if you think wealth distribution is the answer, if you're younger, man, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it because I hear you talking and I'm like, you're scaring the crap out of me. If you think that's the answer, just right now, if you're going to work every day and you're busting your butt, empty your bank account out, half of it, and give it to somebody who didn't work today.
That's a good challenge. Like if you really think that's
you
the
think
answer,
that billionaires should do it? Go be the example today.
yeah, start it now. Why the fuck not?
And I mean, I hope there's some badasses out there that go do it. I mean, go do it.
Yeah.
But what I really say is, that's not the answer. If you can build wealth, then give a little bit of that to the right people and let them go start amazing things. You know what I mean? Create more millionaires, create more good organizations and stuff like that. Like if people have ideas, back them. You know what I mean? And don't try to control them or own them. Just make them happen. You know what I mean? If you invest in them to like not care, like that's true philanthropy and just true like giving of yourself. So, but yeah, I challenge anybody, man. If you think wealth distribution's the answer, man, give away just half of your stuff today. Like just go start emptying out your closet, girls, and like give away all your stuff. And just as long as half of your clothes go to somebody else today, and not the ones. Don't be picking choosing. Just give away the half, the left side, the right side.
Yep.
Give away half.
Also, go turn up your taxes.
Yep.
Because that's what everybody else wants. They want to tax everybody.
Yeah. Give more money to the government. They
Yeah.
do such a great job of taking care of us. I mean,
Their money management skills are fucking top notch. Let me tell you.
I don't even like to get involved in politics because I mean, it's a bad rabbit hole. But honestly, like that's my other thing. Like we're the 99 percenters, and people forget we're the ants.
Yeah.
And this happened all the time in slavery, man. And like, just like how they've showed us this on TV. They've showed us this in every book, and they educate us on how they control slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we go again. We're just sitting here, just drinking the Kool-Aid, you know? We're the ants. We can take them over anytime we want. We're the ones in control. But we let this 1% of the people that are doing what we absolutely think is wrong.
We let them consume our thoughts.
And we let them control the world.
Yeah. And this is one of the messages that I'm trying like hell to get through out of all the other messages that I'm trying to distribute is like, we all have the tools to do these things and to make them better. All we have to do is fucking do it. You have the tools to do it. You're using your tools to try and do better. I'm trying to do better by using my tools. Everybody has a different set of tools. And if everybody uses their different sets of tools to work together, all of us ants are suddenly what? Now we're the big guy. But it's a hell of a message to get across to the 99%.
Hey, if you're a human being and you've seen another human being do something and you know that you want to do that, guess what? You can.
You can do it.
Somebody else did.
Yeah, it's been done now. All you have to do is learn how to do it.
It is so possible. Like, you don't even have to go to all the colleges they went to. Like, you can go specifically just to learn what that thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
So, and like, it could be like what they went their whole lives to do. You can just decide in the next 5 years, that's what I'm going to do, and you'll do it.
You literally just have to put one foot in front of the other.
If any man can do it, and I'm being general, any human can do it, then anybody can do it. That's the truth, you know? So just don't be held back by anything. We're so full of excuses and not possibilities, man. And
Big
like,
part of it, man.
yeah,
Big part of it.
We're done with excuses, man. This world is so like ready to just be united and one and equal opportunities for everybody. But that doesn't mean that we're all like equals, because that would be the death of us all if we're all just like zombie robots. You know what I mean? So that's the beautiful thing. We're building robots to take care of things so that we can be the creative ones, so that we can actually do the things that we used to love to do, which is love and create and come up with these cool ideas and explore. You know, and those things we can start doing more of if we start, you know, becoming one as humanity. I mean, AI scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
So, the only thing that scares the crap out of me is that we're not humanity building AI. You know, if we were humanity building AI, it would be so awesome. Like, we would be taking this to the next level. But instead, we're using it like, how can we build war stuff, and how can we fight each other with it,
dude.
and how can we corrupt each other's thoughts with it, instead of just building it to help us, and, you know, like ending power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we just had power that like is free, you know what I mean, and you never had to worry about water. It was always clean because you have as much power as you need to clean it.
I'm not going to get too deep into this rabbit hole, but they took a combination of other technologies along with AI and things of those natures. Instead of trying to do the things that you're talking about, one of the first bigger portions of what they were trying to discover was how to send a nuke instantaneously, just like you said,
Yep.
rather than saving the world in different aspects, you know?
So again, if we were just like on one team, you know what I mean? If it was Team
If
Humanity.
if we were fucking Team Planet.
Yeah.
But no, we're trying to send a nuke through fucking... through the phone.
And Americans know, man. I mean, we learned. Like, I mean, we were pretty stupid and oblivious until 9/11 came along, and then it was like, I mean, maybe some people that lived through Pearl Harbor, but when 9/11 happened and some buildings started dropping in our town, and you know, it's like, oh my gosh, like,
holy shit, we're not the most powerful right now.
well, just, you know, anybody could get hit. You know what I mean? And this is real. You know, and it's just like so. We don't need to be messing around with this kind of stuff. It's so dangerous to just play these little. I mean, we're basically seeing who's the best gangster.
Literally, dude.
And you know, we go and arrest all these gangsters and say, how dare you, and then play gangster in the world. It's crazy.
But we're the ones policing the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's a scary position to be in, and especially with the technology that's coming with it. The AI that we're really on the cusp of discovering, or it's getting ready to discover itself, is a fucking terrifying teetering point, because it's going to go like one of two directions, you know? And I can't speculate one way or the other, but it doesn't feel good.
Well, it's just like, I was trying to get to the 9/11 point. Is just that if we're going to like need something like what, an alien to come down and blow us up and start blowing up buildings.
Right.
Like, I mean, that was my point with 9/11.
Oh, because it united us.
It united America. So America's kind of got just a little taste of this, like what it was like to be human for just like, I mean, it was just a couple months, but
It was beautiful.
I remember it just like, I mean, like I almost felt like I was on a different planet.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter what religion you were. Well, you know, you man, woman. I mean, there was just a complete uniting. Did you need help?
Yeah.
Did you are you okay? Did you lose somebody? Like, did your family need money? Like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Like, we're here for you.
Dude,
and
it stopped the noise for a while, and it was unfortunately beautiful. You know, I say unfortunately because it took that for us to get to that fucking level, but it was incredible.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we're the 99%. So as a 99%, like, you've seen how we can do it, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
We can unite.
We can stand together.
So, like, I live, we'll get into it later, but I live my life backwards. That's a new thing I'm doing too, to just improve my mental health. But as you're living backwards, you're trying to think about stuff like, it doesn't have to happen before you start to appreciate it and fix it, right? Like the world doesn't have to come to an end before we decide, oh, maybe we should do something about it.
Right.
We can do something about it today and just start being a better you today, and then let you rub off on the next person. And, you know, when the guy cuts you off in traffic and you...
Yeah.
And you just, I'm not
Yeah.
going to react today. I said I wasn't going to react today, and I'm not going
Yeah.
to react today. Like, no matter what, you know, and just...
It is one of the bigger things I preach on here, and I'm going to take it all the way down to a foundation that I really believe in, is the accountability factor. You know, if you can hold yourself accountable for every step of the direction that you're going in that day, like you just said, instead of making the choice to react to something that's going to go negatively for both parties, by the way, and separate everybody further, you can hold yourself accountable, say, hey, I'm getting ready to fuck up. I'm not going to react to this in that moment. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself every step of the way, and you won't find yourself in shit-ass positions.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, and or, like, how about you're so mad at somebody for something they did today, and you did it yesterday?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you're going to do it tomorrow.
Hey, you're just lying to yourself.
Yeah, like, stop being stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you know that if you're in a hurry, you're going to cut somebody off.
Yeah.
You know that you're gonna drive like a jackass every once in a while. It's just, I mean, it's given. Like, there's gonna be a time when it happens, and if it's their time, seriously, like, just let them through.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, I treat everyone like, I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping if you're driving stupid, that your wife's having a baby.
Yeah, right. You have a good
I
reason.
know I drove on a sidewalk doing like 50 miles an hour. Like, so I know what, like, if you're going to have a baby, I remember passing cops like, come on,
Yeah,
follow me. I need an escort.
You
But, like,
help me.
and I'm on the shoulder of a freeway. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, like by them. And like, I'm hoping they're going to follow me. And I'm like, that cop didn't even come after me. He knew my wife was going to have a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
No jackass drives past a cop and on the shoulder unless their wife's having a baby.
Yeah.
So if you see somebody, I mean, maybe they're not, you know, maybe they're just, you know, didn't get enough sleep, or maybe, God forbid, they're on something and driving, but just let them through.
But is it worth? Yeah, but
Let them through. Don't be the person that chases them down.
It's not
And
worth the
don't be the person that
repercussions.
gets in their way.
Yeah.
Like, please don't get in their way. Like, that's the scariest thing. Like, go home to your family today. Like, it's okay
Thank
to
you.
not react.
Thank you.
And that's what I said. Like, you know, reactions, man. We're so judged by our reactions, you know?
We really are.
I mean, men aren't allowed to cry. We're not allowed to back down.
Right.
We're not allowed to say, like, hey, man, maybe I'll beat your butt and maybe you'll beat mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather go home to my family with my face just as pretty as
Yeah.
it is right now. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
just-
got much looks to lose here, so don't kill me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, like, but it just, you know, you could never say that in a fight, right? Like, you can
No.
never just, like, be like, hey, my man, look you in the eyes, dog. Like, hey, you probably had a bad day today too. I know, because I'm raging too right now. Like, so if we're both raging, man, we must have the same day.
Dude, rare circumstances.
Let's stop being mad at each other. Let's go have a
Yes.
beer.
Yes.
Let's go talk this out. Why are you so upset? Would that be the worst thing in the world? Some guy you're about ready to fight with, and all of a sudden you go, let's go have a beer. Let's find out why you're mad. And then I'm going to tell you why I'm mad. And they probably have nothing to do with each other.
Nope.
because you didn't piss me off today. Something else pissed me off today, and I didn't piss you off today. You got pissed off by somebody else, and then today we decided we were gonna beat each other up because we mad.
But it feels so incredibly implausible for people to take a second and to think to that extent,
Or just communicate.
yeah, communicate without the rage controlling them.
Or like, could you imagine, like, you're in the bar with your buddies, right? And they're like, yeah, this dude today, man, he cut me off in traffic, told his ass to pull the fuck over, got out
Yeah.
in the parking lot, and we stepped face to face, and you know what? I told him we were both having a rough day, and we
should
went and had a
probably just go.
beer, and we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
it out, and man, we cried, and we hugged, and I got a new best friend today, guys. How many guys would be like, what the fuck, like this?
What did you say?
I think I'm in the wrong bar. Like, does this thing have a rainbow out front? Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying, like, maybe I'm being more peaceful than I thought. Like, right? No, that's what I would be judged by, right? Like, that I must be something wrong with me, you know? And like, that shouldn't be it. Like, being kind, being good, being loving, that's a male trait.
Yeah.
We're the ones that are supposed to hold families together. Like, we're the ones that are supposed to keep the whole world turning. Like, it's all put on the man's shoulders. Like, I mean, it's slowly developing into, like, women are starting to take those roles too. But, man, it's been put on our shoulders for generations.
Dude.
And you go out and you make sure that the family's fed, and you make sure they're safe. You guard them. You guard them with your life.
You protect and you provide, and you do it with as ruthless as possible, right?
And honorable, like to your death.
Yeah, to your death.
You know what I mean?
Take it
It's-
all to your grave. Doesn't fucking matter.
And so, God forbid, we don't really have to protect each other if we're loving each other.
This is another one of the messages I'm really trying to get through, because like another one of the things that men are supposed to be in all this bullshit that you're talking about. One of the other things we're supposed to be is leaders too. And there's a lot of these qualities that do not, exemplify leadership qualities as well. Because do you really want to find out that your son, when he gets older, fucking makes the same fucking choices that you did? Why? Because he was raised by you.
Yeah, we used to learn from our parents and our elders,
Yeah.
and like if
Used
it was
to,
like,
yeah.
they'd be like, hey, don't go over there because there's snakes, and like you didn't go over there because you didn't want to get bit by snakes.
Dad
you
said no.
Right? Like, and then some kid decided like, hey, screw what Dad said, and he went and got bit. You never heard about that kid because he died, but it was like, and then but it's happening slowly where we don't want to listen to elders, and we don't want to trust it. Maybe they've seen some stuff, and I mean, listen, like, you don't take anything. It just like it is like exactly how you heard it. Like, you have to be conscious. You have to think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were talking about that journey, to fixing yourself, man, is like every little piece is so important. So
Yeah.
and listen to elders, man. That's like, I mean, that's numero uno for me. As far as like the people that have really kind of changed my life and like got me in the right place and stuff. Like.
You think they made it as far as they did with what, just not listening to people? Yeah. You think that's how they made it to 80?
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
No.
And if you get the privilege to talk to somebody who's, 70, 80, 100 years old, and they're they're still in good mental health, and they can actually share stories, sit down and listen for a minute, and just enjoy it and soak it in. I mean, I just got to talk to my aunt, 85, and she, it's like,
the wisdom.
Tell me everything that, like, anything from your childhood. Tell me what happened, with my dad. Tell me what happened, like anything that you can tell me. I just want to hear it,
Yeah.
And it's so you soak in those moments from those people, and then all of a
Incredible
sudden
moments.
they start telling you stuff, and you're like, it was like, what back then? Like, you did what?
Yeah.
Like, and they blow your mind. I mean, you're just like, it's crazy that they did that back then. Like, I thought they were so unsophisticated, or I thought they were, again, what we're told or what we have in our heads is like the truth, but what's reality is just so different,
I was gonna say we're molded by fucking movies and publicity,
Yep.
and the true wisdom comes out, and it's really incredible stuff. But again, they didn't make it there. They didn't make it to this point for nothing. So it's definitely worth fucking taking a chapter out of their book for.
Yeah, here, like, third world country. Look, these third world countries, you think like tents, like, like these like mud huts or something like that. Like, they've got palm fronds for roofs, and then they show a third world country, and you're like, wait a minute, that looks like my city.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
How come they have a city? like that looks just like mine. That's kind of weird that
Yeah.
they're supposed to be a third world country, but apparently they just haven't been accepted by the world, or but whatever. It's like they're not as different as we thought they were. You know what I mean? And that's why I say 99 against 1, because how many people? Well, first of all, you got to want to have kids, because if you're not having kids, then you kind of don't have the full view of what humanity is, because you're gonna have to leave a little piece of you, right? Like you're gonna have to, like we said, we don't want our kids to make the same mistakes. We want it to make the world better than how we had it.
Right.
We want them to have a better life,
Leave a better piece of you.
and that continues forever, so that like eventually it's amazing. You know what I mean? And we live like kings right now.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered,
I mean,
we have it really good.
Go back just 200 years
No.
and name anything that a king had. Like name anything that they could do, anything that was possible. Like, I mean, just go ahead, just for fun.
Well, it wouldn't matter. I'm above that.
No, but just say like 200 years. That's all you have to go back. What's the coolest thing a king could order? Or like, or get or do or whatever. What was the coolest thing?
I mean, like,
What's the most outrageous thing?
the most outrageous thing is like the only thing that comes to mind is like their food, their duck. Duck would be like,
Food from around the world?
yeah, top notch shit.
So I got to go down to like Camelback and 24th Street, and I got every ethnicity
So you
like
stay closer than that.
on the corner. I mean, yeah, I know. Or I can just call Uber and have it delivered.
That's
and,
another thing. Yeah.
And if you wanted somebody to fan you with palm fronds while you eat it, then you can pay Uber to probably send somebody over to do that for you.
Probably.
And or OnlyFans, somebody will do it for you. So it's like, and so like I'm saying, like, I mean, even like women, like, I mean, you could order women. I mean, like, there is nothing that a king had back then, able to go anywhere. Like, we can just get in a car and go farther than they could go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they'd spend a lifetime and we'd spend like a week.
Mhm.
So like, there's no comparison to how beautiful our lives are. And everybody back then, all these peasants, us, we were all thinking
Us.
like, can you believe what this king has?
Yeah.
If I could live like a king. They wanted it back then. And what are we doing now? Well, if I could live like a billionaire, what are you going to get? Like,
Yeah.
we already have it all.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I can think of is just being rich enough that you're not stressing over, is my house payment in?
Mhm.
Is my lights on? Do I have food?
I've recently started, luckily, dabbling in some of these thoughts, dude, and I've started to come across this bridge of realizing just how little you actually need to be happy. You know what I mean? The glitz and the glamour and all that shit is cool to have. It really is. But when you realize it doesn't do anything fucking good for you, dude, it literally doesn't do any good. You can have a bunch of rooms at your house, sure. Go ahead. That's just more shit to clean. You can have a nice-ass truck or whatever the fucking case may be. Dope. Doesn't do anything good for you. It's all just a show. It's all just shiny shit. And we are built and taught with shock value, which is exactly what you're saying about like third world countries. Like, yeah, we think they are what we think they are, because of what we've been shown. It's all shock value. Everything online is shock value. That's what keeps our attention for 15 seconds, right?
Yep.
And it's really shitty how negative it all has to be because we're shaped by that. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's why I'm trying to just, like, every morning is just like, good morning. And that's, that's what I'm trying to bring to the world is just, you turn your phone on. And if you're a person that you got to look at it the first thing in the morning, like, let it be that.
Yeah. That's a great way to wake up.
I mean, I hope that you do it with a prayer. Like, like, God, give me everything I need today. And I appreciate that I'm everything that I need, because, I mean, I've even come to these epiphanies where, like, I don't pray the same. Like, and I've studied a lot of different religions just because how can we all be right?
Right.
How can we all be wrong? And nobody has any proof.
Of what's right or wrong.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, what are you fighting over?
Right.
So, like, I just when I tell people, like, if you don't want to call him God, call them the universe.
Yeah, call it whatever
Like,
you want.
call it, just believe in something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Like, just believe that you're not in control,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that just like a bird doesn't stress about where it's going to build its nest, and it doesn't stress about where it's going to get its meal that day. It just wakes up every morning and flies, and everything happens, and it never stress. Why are we making life complicated? You
See?
know what I mean? Because you can wake up every morning and just know that you're going to have food that day. Like, even if you woke up on the street, somebody will pass by and see you and take care of you. Like, it just happens, like, naturally, because there's a flow to this that just happens. So if the first person is an angry person and passes that person by, then the next two give twice as much. So that person doesn't even affect them that was supposed to give them and didn't. It doesn't. They got twice as much because of that person. So that flow always takes care of you, no matter what. Like,
you're tapping into my inner survivor, and I got to tell you, it's giving me anxiety. But you're 100% right, man. As long as you keep your mind like available to figuring out what your next task is, it kind of just fucking works. Like, as long as you can't just give up, right? You can't. I understand what you're saying, but it doesn't work when somebody just lays down and gives up, right? But if you keep your mind actively on solutions and figuring out your next step, just 1 or 2 more steps, not 12, it does fucking just seem to kind of, something gives you the opportunity to get what you need, right?
yeah, no, that's it. I mean,
It does work that way.
and don't get too, like you said, don't get that too many steps ahead.
No,
Like, it's
focus on the next 1 or 2.
how about just like focus on today?
Yes, survive a little bit right in the moment, and admit yourself to that without freaking out, and it does work.
I mean, like, I'm being an asshole right now. So like, I'm living life like an asshole. Like, I was being treated really bad at work, in my opinion. Like, not theirs, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
But you know, I was just feeling undervalued and underappreciated, and really just like kind of being rode, and I thought, like, it's these people, they just hate me, and
That's how it feels, huh?
and again, though, like, these influences, sometimes that might not be that person, man. It might be God, or it might be, you know, whatever it is, that flow. They're telling. I hate that. Like, I want you to believe in God, but I don't want you to turn it off because I said His name. So because if you do, then you'll never meet Him. You'll never get to like talk to Him, and you'll never have the peace that you can get from Him. So
Yeah.
but again, like, I'm not preaching religion. I just want you to have something greater than yourself, you know. But anyway,
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
it's so peaceful to just get into a rhythm with where things every day happen, and I just worry about today. And so I've been an asshole. I was treated bad at work. I literally was getting yelled at in a meeting in front of HR, and HR, all they had to say was like, well, this is getting intense, and I that wasn't the backup I needed, and I quit. And you know, everybody said, well, what are you going to do now? And where are you going to work, and what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. I think God's got this, like, I don't even want to tell people what God's telling me in my head. Like, I mean, because I'm just being conscious of like what He's surrounding me with. So it's like, I don't want people to think like I'm hearing a booming voice from the sky, but He's surrounding me with all these things. And like I said, I asked to be conscious of Him. I asked to be able to see what is actually around me. And all of a sudden I started seeing.
See puzzle pieces go together.
And so, like like I said, I'm being an asshole right now because I quit in January, and everybody keeps asking me what I'm gonna do, and I tell them I don't know. God's got these plans for me, and like, if I share them with you, then I just get laughed at. So I'm just gonna stay quiet. Like, I'm just gonna do them.
Yeah.
And Bedhead Jeff is like definitely one of them. Like, that's not me. I don't give a crap about fame. Like, I don't want anybody to care about who I am. I just want to help people. I just want that one person or those 2 people. I mean, when I started gardening, I was like, I just want one person to plant a seed because I started this channel.
Yeah.
One person, plant a seed. And 62 people are like asking me for advice, and like, and that's to me, that's a million. You know, like I don't, you know, people are like 62 followers. I'm like, dude, 62 followers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like you don't believe 62 people gave a crap what I said.
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing.
I understand. I understand.
But and then like Bedhead Jeff, man. I mean, this is my first month, and 16 people, and to me, 16 people that want to hear me in the morning, and you know, that's amazing. So. Like, but you know, when God leads you into these places and the rhythms of life, and they just say like, it's okay to not get a job, and I go, no, I got bills.
Yeah.
I have bills.
That's your
like,
instincts.
What am I gonna do next month? And it's coming. Like, we're on what, 25th?
Yeah, you're almost there.
First is coming. I gotta pay mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? Oh, and who's it on? Yeah, that damn man. Not going to work, being an asshole. But I'm okay. And somehow this is all gonna work out. I don't even know how. Like, but somehow it's gonna work out. And I don't know why, but because I've been drawn to this, and it's so powerful, and it's so. There's just so much energy behind it for me, like not for anybody else. Like nobody, I'm not asking for any support, and I'm getting just enough. You know what I mean? But like,
no, but this is your path. This is your design.
But I'm so full of energy, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking to you right now, and I got so much to say because I'm full of energy, and like if you would have talked to me on January 20th of this year, you would have I would have been like. So ask me another question.
Right.
Yeah.
Take the reins.
Yeah, that's great. Dude, this was like 3 months ago. Like, I mean, I literally was in such deep depression that I didn't even want to look anybody in the eyes because I was so sad with myself. And
It's easy to fall into.
And you know, you hear like a game show like introduce all the people, and it's like, well, I'm Tim Smith, and I am a engineer, and and it's like, and I am a nurse, and I am nothing right now,
Right.
and I'm okay with it. I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being.
I admire that, dude. I admire.
I'm scared as hell, but
Yeah.
I'm just a human being, and it's okay. Like I'm so okay with it. And again, I don't know why I have this peace, dude, because I should not and again, I wish he would just boom his voice from the sky. It would make me feel so much better. Like, oh, good, I really did hear you. But But dude, I'm seeing all this stuff, and again, I write down all these ideas in these notebooks, and I just needed outlets to get to people. You know, like. It's a shame if all these ideas stay in these notebooks.
I totally agree with that.
And that's what he kept telling me.
Yeah. Get them out. Get them out.
I gave you all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I've been just planting seed after seed, and they're sprouting, and you're not sharing your harvest. And instead of not sharing your harvest, what you're going to do is you're going to leave them on those pages, and you know what pages do? They rot.
Yeah.
You're letting your fruit rot and you're not sharing it, dude.
Yep.
I'm telling you, I was like, I got to get out there and share my fruit, dude. I have to right now. Like, and so like, it was like, again, like, I don't know how to work YouTube. And my wife laughs at me. Like, she's like, what the hell are you doing? You opened up a channel? And like, I didn't want to tell her. Like, I was so scared. Like, I shot the first episode, and then I was like, hey, babe.
By the way,
I started a YouTube channel, and she's like, what the hell? Like, I have no social media. Like, I have no Facebook.
it's so inspiring though, because
So like, it's hard to just,
it's hard. But do you think I did all this knowing what the fuck I was doing?
No.
I didn't have a goddamn clue, man. But it's so inspiring to know that somebody else has it in them to take this energy and those ideas and stuff and actually fucking just try one foot in front of the other, dude. And that's what I tell everybody. He's like, baby step is still a step in the right direction. Just keep doing better every fucking day, and you're gonna keep doing it, and you're doing it. We're gonna close out here in a minute that's an amazing positive note. Right now you're on YouTube as Bedhead Jeff.
Bedhead Jeff, Bedhead Inspirations. That's kind of my tag for it, and that's what and then Jessup Gardens, but you got to go to YouTube because you can't find me to save your life for that one. But I do gardening advice for that one in case you guys want to grow something or you're ever thinking about growing something. That's a good one to be on.
I'm gonna put both these links in the bio, and that'll be on Spotify.
Cool.
So anybody that comes across that, it's also gonna go on Facebook, Insta. You're gonna be across the web here in just a minute, across the world.
I got so much to say, man. So I appreciate the fact that you gave me a minute to talk and just like get some of it out, and not only that, but just sharing with other people that I love, man. I mean, you're an important part of my life, and
As are you.
And I'll tell you right now, like I kind of touched on a little bit before we started recording. I think you get your advice sometimes not from a college professor, but from a crackhead, or I use that example because it's like the worst thing I can think of, right? But it's like the guy that's uneducated that like had no business talking to you changed your life with some inspirational thing, and it's like, and you have been. I'm not comparing you to a crackhead, but
Well, come on now.
But who would expect that you would be one of the people that like your words stuck in my head and you changed who I am, and you opened my eyes. Like you were one of the first people ever to like be honest enough with me to be like, you make me feel, and I was like, holy crap, I did what? I made you feel some kind of way?
Yeah.
I didn't even know I had that power.
Well,
No, like you don't even know sometimes, that it's like, so like, but you were one of the first people to just be honest enough with your feelings and say something to me that changed me, dude. And that was the first time I ever was conscious. Like, it was literally like my first moment. I remember it because I was pretty damn young when it happened. And I was just like, I'm blown away. Like that I have power. And the last thing I just want to say before we close is that, this has been a thing that has changed me for the better, is learning how powerful my tongue is.
Your words,
And I
impact.
heard a statement one time that said that your words are a sword.
They cut.
You better be careful with them, because if you cut somebody and you apologize to them, they still have a cut.
Shit.
And they could have a scar for the rest of their lives. How many people have you cut with your words? Hundreds of times.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that one person that just always gets on your nerves, and I've cut them, and I've cut them, and I mean, I've been married for 30 years, my poor wife.
I'm pretty.
She's gorgeous, and you wouldn't believe all the scars I've left on her, but she didn't deserve any of them. And I wish I would have learned that as a young man.
Yeah.
And not as an old man.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to just share it. Like, be careful with your words. They're a sword. And every time you cut someone, it don't matter about the apology.
I feel pretty guilty of that one myself too, and that was kind of one of the foundations of me wanting to start being honest with myself and trying to heal as much as I fucking could.
And again, like just to go full circle, you're the one that really made me conscious.
Well,
that I had a sword in my mouth.
I'm blessed to.
So thank you for being honest.
I feel blessed to be a part of that, and thank you for you being honest too. It means a lot, honestly, because you've been in my life for, I mean, it's fucking as long as I can remember. So
it feels like our whole lives, huh?
It feels like, yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, you've been around forever, so it doesn't matter. But all right, like I said, I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna put your channels in the bio. What my goal is, since we're gonna end here, and you have a lot more to say, is we're gonna come back in a little bit. We'll see, maybe a couple months, whatever the next big chapter is.
As soon as you're ready.
No, but I'm looking forward to hearing more.
Sweet.
So we're gonna do that, and we'll see you again soon.
Excellent conversation, my man.
All right, guys. I love you.
Take it easy.
You all be
Peace,
safe.
y'all.